the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith I'll never be swayed. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.
Afternoon, everybody. It's Bubba from Bubba's EDC coming at you with a video today. I talk about some multi-tools and some multi-tools that of my uncle's I cleaned up, and I had shown that process. Well, I recorded that process Christmas Eve, I guess it was, and then I've just been busy ever since. So I'm gonna finish that video here today. But real quick, I want to do a mail call. I got these, I think, right before Christmas. On a sticker swap from my brother Billy over at Billy's Blades and Tools. So I didn't want to forget to give him his shout out. Go check out his channel. He does some cool videos, talks about all kind of stuff, EDC stuff and old tools. So I think you'll like him. Brother Billy from up in Ohio, I believe it is. So appreciate that, Brother Billy. He sent me 2 of them. So I got both of those right there. So I didn't want to forget that. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Good morning, guys. It's Bubba from Bubba's EDC. I'm gonna clean up a couple of multi-tools. This is a Gerber Solstice. It's one of my uncle's. Came out of all the stuff he has. And this one I really like. It's a Schrade Tough Chip USA. So first we're gonna drop these in some mineral oil and let them soak for a while. And then we'll come back and clean them up. I mean, look, it's all I could do to get those 2 things open without breaking a nail. So yeah, we're gonna clean them up, and you know what? We're gonna soap and water them first, dry them off, and then put them in mineral oil. So we'll do that real quick. All right, guys, I am out of, guys and gals, I am out of the Dawn Power Wash. So, just gonna do a little soap and water first. I know some of you are freaking out about doing this, but it really makes a lot of sense. Get all the junks and gunk, and who knows, there might be deer blood, squirrel blood, whatever. Ain't no telling. It could have been, you know, he could have used it out in the field. Could have been some buddies used it out in the field. So you can see it just sticks together. It's so gunked up. I don't know if y'all can see that in there. So we'll clean it up as good as we can, then let it sit in mineral oil for, I don't know, maybe a day. Got lukewarm water right now. This is that Schrade USA, Schrade Tough Chip. I guess chip because it's smaller. Chip off the old block, something like that. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure how you close those. So my hands are all slippery. I ain't gonna do that. End up cutting myself on Christmas Eve. Yeah, not very festive. And then we got this little Solstice, and y'all can see how bad it is, gunked up. I'm gonna have to get my wife one of these. I showed it to her this morning. She's like, "Oh, I would carry that." she doesn't normally have pockets. You know, she always wears skirts. It's our belief system, what we believe, you know, religiously, spiritually. And so, you know, women's skirts and dresses don't always have pockets. So she'll carry stuff in her purse. You know, she has a Gerber arm bar, and then suspension, I think is what it's called, and then a couple of single blade lock bags, liner locks, whatever they are. That bad boy already looking better. I'm not going to spend a ton of time with these. I think the blade, the edge of the blade is dinged up, and the blade, actually I think the blade might be bent. That might be the issue there. So I don't even know. I'm not going to put this, try to bend it back or anything like that. Dry these off, blow them out with some compressed air, and then drop them in some mineral oil. Alright, so I figured out my hands were just slippery, they just fold in. There's no lock or anything on them. So I'll have to look online. There might be something that's supposed to be in there. I'm not sure. Maybe a little tool or something. Missing. We'll see. I really like this little guy though, really do. So I'm just gonna drop these down in this red Solo cup. And yeah, it'll take a lot of oil to fill it. But, well, you know what? Hold that thought. Let's change the plans. We use this little tray here. I don't know if y'all can see. Okay. So, I have to put the oil a little higher than I want to. Let's see. Just good old Walmart. Alright, so that bad boy is completely submerged. Let's see if we just want to pop up. I don't know. I might just do it like that for a little bit and then flip it over. So I want to be able to move it from this area. But we'll come back after it's soaked for a day and clean it up the rest of the way and see what it looks like. All right, guys, so these are some of my multi-tools here, and these are my uncle's over here. So these two here, I showed you in the cleaning earlier, and they turned out pretty good. They were very nasty. So this is a Gerber Solstice. I had never heard of this. It's kind of weird opening and closing. It's got a nice spring, so still got some oil on there. Where these soaked for 20, I don't know, maybe 48 or 72 hours. Soaked a while. There we go. So we got the scissors there. We got Phillips head there. It does not want to focus today. Oh, I know why. There we go. For some reason on the iPhone, the 0.5 camera is better. So Phillips head, little flat head. Then you got these little guys here, which a little awkward. So that's right. You have to do this. You have to get that up, and then you can rotate this down, and you get a little. Oh man, there's still stuff under there. Well, that's embarrassing. I guess I hadn't looked. But that's all right. That'll be a quick wipe up. So we got cap lifter. Where'd it go? Right there. And then here we got a can opener. And I guess that's just another cap lifter. Excuse me. Here at Bubba's EDC, we just keep it real. If I boo-boo, make a mistake, hey, then I made a mistake. But I couldn't leave that sitting there. That would bug the crap out of me. Just grab me a little Kleenex right there, a little tissue. So yeah, I don't know if it was just dirt or if maybe it had been around, critters. If he had it out in the woods or what. Certainly possible. So you got to have these rotated basically all the way up, and then they'll let you go down. And then closing. So closing's kind of weird. You got to close it that way and then that way. So it's not the most practical thing. It might be why it didn't last. I'm assuming it didn't last for a long time because I'd never heard of it. I don't know if that's a wire stripper there or what. But it's kind of a cool little deal. And this one here, this is USA made Schrade Tough Chip. So you got the first time I opened it, I couldn't, when I cleaned it, y'all saw in the video, I didn't know what this was. So that right there, first time I've opened that bad boy. So it's the nail file. I'll bet you there's stuff down in there too. But that's kind of cool. So I don't know if more stuff's supposed to go down there. I never looked it up. But you got your, sorry for all the moving. Hope I ain't making y'all dizzy. Still got all that mineral oil. Well, that mineral oil, boy. Just touching that stuff makes you think that if you were to drink it, boy, your guts would be messed up. So we got a pin blade. Got a little, it's like half of a Phillips head, kind of. A little point. So I really ain't sure what that is. A little flat head. Another little flat head. And then a can opener. I'm sorry, bottle opener, cap lifter. So remember on the video, when I was cleaning it, these had like no snap open. So pretty good. Needs to be sharpened. I don't know how I'm going to sharpen that. I might not. I might leave it for him. That's going to be kind of a funky one to sharpen. But I thought that was kind of cool. I do want to get one of the old Schrade Tough Tools. And then it's got a spot there where you can put on your keychain or something. And that locks down in there. So that's a pretty cool little tool. Oh, and before I forget, y'all, this mat. My wife made this. I don't remember if I showed this on another video. I don't think I did. I recorded it, but I never posted it, I think. This one of my grandpa's dress shirts. I remember him wearing this dress shirt to church and different places. So she made me a mat. Then the back is another one of his shirts. So I need to spray some Scotch Guard on it. But I thought that was very cool. We're 18 inches by 12 inches. And I'm probably going to get some leather and do at least one corner and laser on there, you know, like his name and loving memory of Papa Bud, something like that. So I just thought that was cool. My wife's awesome. She's all mine. Y'all can't have her. All right, this is a model 355 Buck Light tool. I had never seen one of these before. So it opens up like this. Isn't that cool? So you got your wire cutters. Looks like it's been dinged up a little bit. You got a blade with partially serrated. You got a cap lifter, small flathead screwdriver, larger flathead screwdriver. I am not sure what that is. Y'all know me by now. I don't claim to be any expert. If I don't know, I just tell you I don't know. These might just be a way to pull them up. So, and then a larger flathead screwdriver. So they really want you to be able to get all the screws loose. Dad joke. All right, we got a file. We got a, I guess that would be an awl. It's got a cutting edge right there. And then a Phillips head screwdriver. And then just like the Schrade, tough chip. It's got a way to hang a lanyard on it, hang it on keychain, something. But I thought that was pretty cool. I'd never seen one before. And I like how that folds up. And then he sent me a picture, and I'll try to put it up here, of another one he found the other day in his drawer. He keeps finding knives. My uncle does, the Buckapalooza guy. My pastor, he keeps finding more knives and stashed away in different places. So he's got another one that's smaller than this. It's like a mini Buck Light, or a mini Buck tool. I forget what it's called, but I'll put it up here in the corner. And then I should have grabbed my wife's multi-tools, but that's all right. We'll do her carry one day. This is one I think this was in a Walmart tin one year. Gerber clutch, spring-loaded. It's a nice little multi-tool. Really is. I'm going to close it up. Sorry about bumping you there. Earthquake. Got a funky Phillips head. We got a file and a nail cleaner. Is that just telling you that it's a nail file right there? Is that what that's doing? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't played with this thing in a long time. There that is, okay. Cap lifter, flathead screwdriver. So it's like 3 tools on that side. We got a small pair of tweezers. I mean, dude, come on. You ain't gonna do much with that. And you got a tiny flathead. And then the whole reason we're here, the blade. Gotta have a blade. And that is dull as I don't know what. Hey, we got some snap. I honestly probably haven't used this hardly any over the years. It's just got wore down, sitting in a pocket or sitting in a drawer or something. Don't know if I ever toted it very much. And I've got 2 Leathermans here. One of them, let's see which one it was. So I think I got my pouches backwards, but this was the Wave Plus. A buddy of mine ran a pawn shop and sent me a picture. He's like, you like these, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, $20. I'm like, okay. This has been 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And I got up there, and he needed some help with one of their computers, and I do computer stuff. So I fixed their computers, and he's like, here, just take it. He's like, all right, I'll charge it off. I was like, word, sweet. So the Wave Plus, carried it at my job, and then one day at the church, I had to meet the Comcast internet guy, and he couldn't get in the box on the side of the church to fix the internet. And I tried to pry, and I broke the tip. So I'm going to try to send it to Leatherman, see if they'll fix it. That's okay, baby. One thing that's cool about this, you can swap everything out. And I was going to just buy this again, but that's like $50 on eBay to get just the pliers. Yeah. So that's why I didn't do it. And then somebody told me, it might have been my coworker. I forget if it was my coworker or a guy on one of the commented on a video that Leatherman might fix it, replace it. So I got to do that. I just keep forgetting. I actually printed the paper off weeks ago or a month ago. But I really like this one. The thing I really like is the outside deployment. You don't have to open it up to get to your blade. Little liner lock. And that's just, you know, I like that. And then you can get your file right there. Then on this side, you got your saw, which I've never used. And your bigger saw, which I've never used. And it locks, which is cool. I like Leatherman stuff. I just really do. And then on the inside, you know, Leatherman's got stuff on stuff on stuff. It's like your eyeglass screwdriver, little flathead. I don't wear glasses, but I have family in my house that do. Yeah, the majority of my house, exactly, babe. Flathead there. And we'll see if I can get all these out. Woo, about broken nail. There we go. And we got the pliers, scissors. Get those out of the way. There we go. So never have actually had to use them. So 3 tools. Oops. Don't believe I've ever used them. So we got 3 tools on that side. And I'm sure most of y'all know this, and I'm just bumping my gums at this point. So we got a can opener and a flathead. But you can get the replaced Phillips head on this side too. But you can get other bits for these, which is cool. So, yeah. And I seen where somebody did a 3D print to put the bit carrier, a bit carrier for these inside a Zippo. Forget where I saw that the other day. Instagram or Facebook, I forget. But that's the Leatherman Wave Plus. And like I said, I'm sure you all know about it. Well then, because that was broken, my coworker hooked me up with this. And this is the Wingman. There it is. I really dig this. So, outside deployment, again, for the blade. I forget if anything else can deploy. I don't think so. On that side. And then your big scissors on that side. But the thing I like on this, spring-loaded. I like that. And so you got your, I ain't gonna pretend to tell you what I know what that is. I don't know what that is. File, can opener. Then we got a Phillips head and a flat head. I like it. I really do. You know, you can swap parts on this one too. Yeah, I got my booger my nail up pretty good there. But anyways, that's the multi-tools. Multi-tools have saved me so many times. And I don't have my keys over here. I think I left them downstairs. But I carry on my keychain a Micra Leatherman that a buddy of mine, back when I was selling furniture in Montana, Darren Anthony, give him a shout out, that he walked in one day and said, Bubba, he said, here. I was like, oh, cool, man, what is it? And he told me. He's like, everybody needs to carry something like this. I'm like, well, yes, sir, thank you. Carried it ever since. And that was 2004. So I've been carrying that for over 20 years. So that's the end of this video, guys. I appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in once again. Listen to my craziness, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the new year. If you're in the coldest down here in the south where it's getting really cold, stay warm, stay safe. Get you a good energy drink if you get tired. Pray the Lord blesses you, keeps you, shines upon you, and is gracious to you. God bless.
With the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith, I'll never persuade. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.